Hey, how we doing here? David here with you on this Monday morning. It is the week of Thanksgiving. And hope you got things planned. I know some people are, especially in the school system, they got this week off and away from school. So hope you get a chance to enjoy it. Hope you had yourself a great weekend. And as we get ready for this holiday week, which may take another plan to make sure you get things in. But anyways, what we're talking here is health and wellness your way. So health, wellness, fitness your way, making sure that you can fit into your life so it works for you and you can do what you want to get their health and wellness. Let me kind of lower this thing up again. Sorry, I had the tripod out over the weekend. I was doing some stuff with it, so I got to bring it back into the office and I get it figured out. And even then, it's still not right. Oh, well, close enough. But so what I want to talk about is when someone passes on, what basically can you learn and reflect from them? Today's Monday, so Saturday I went to a memorial service and made a post about it. And I kind of want to cover a little more detail in that here. And for me personally, when I have someone, a loved one's passed away, it gives me cause to kind of pause and reflect. I look at my own life. I go through and I look, since my focus is kind of like health, wellness, and fitness, I kind of look at that saying, okay, how am I doing? Am I doing anything? Am I keeping myself healthy on all levels of body, mind, and spirit? Is there things I can do better? Is there things I can do differently? So that's one aspect of it. And of course, when someone passes away, I heard me talk about before, I think we are a spiritual being in a physical body. The mind kind of connects the two together, which is where body, mind, spirit comes in. And so you get the loss of the loved one, knowing we're not going to see them anymore in this physical plane of existence. No more touching them or hugging them, talking to them. No more stories, experiences, all that. We go through that trauma and the grief, and however it is you grieve. So it's going through that aspect. So you got the grieving process, and you have that. Again, for my personally, I kind of reflect on my own health and say, okay, what could have happened? What are they going? What was taking place? Is there something they could have done differently? Excuse me, or if they were battling, it was like some type of illness, how do they handle it? How do they go about it? And the other aspect I do, especially with the memorial service or funeral, something where stories are being shared of the person's life, like happened this Saturday. And you kind of go through and you go, and I don't know whether you do this or not, because a lot of times I've done it, I hear the stories about how that person lived their life, the things they've done. And a lot of times, I'm sure you hear them, you get some laughs going on, which definitely helps up. And this person here that passed on was definitely a really good friend of my father for over 20 plus years. And I can even remember some of the stories. I remember my own experiences with him. I kind of started laughing. They're sharing some things up there. My own memories are coming in. I'm getting a chuckle out of it. But what it is, like I said for myself, is I take that. I hear the stories about how someone lived their life. And then I compare that to my own. And going, is there something about how they lived their life, what they did, the impression they left on others, what they did for others? Is there something I can take from that and incorporate to my own life? Is there a way that I could possibly live better from the lessons that they shared with us? And this particular gentleman, he was a character, knew just about everybody. He had so many different people he knew, and he would go anywhere and start talking to them. Even they were talking about how living in Northern California, they go on an Alaskan cruise and find people he knows there. He's just one of those people who goes, yeah, he pretty much knows everybody. If you go somewhere, drop him off, he'll find someone he knows, or definitely like that. Now, I might not have the full, I'm not quite the term I'm looking for to be able to, the lack of shyness, for I can't even think what other terms say, to go out there and just start talking to people automatically like that. However, those that are in your life, now maybe you got the charisma to go out there and just talk to anybody, not worry about what anybody says, but want to make them laugh, want to make them feel good. I think we all do that on a certain level, but I couldn't quite do it to what this gentleman did. But it's taking this lesson and saying, okay, what can we do to our life? What lessons can we learn from how they live their life and apply to their own, even if it's just a small fraction? And I've done this before, but I'll sometimes realize the catch is remembering to apply that. And that seems to be something where the difficulty can in, is you can learn what they did, you can possibly take their lesson, but when you come to apply it to your own life, that can be a little more challenging. I think that's where I got the thumbnail that will be coming up here is remember and learn. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I refer to it as bittersweet. Bitter because you got someone you just lost. You're not going to see them again, got those experiences. And sweet in the aspect about what we're referencing here is you can take what can I learn from them? What lessons have they learned from their life? How they live their life can I learn and make my life better and those I interact with better? So that's why I just kind of want to touch bases for you since this is what happened Saturday. And yeah, pause time for reflection and you can laugh and figure, okay, what can I do? Because you got your body, your mind, and spirit, and those all coordinate together. So to me, this involves all levels. Because if someone lived a pretty healthy life or took care of themselves, even if they went through and had some hardships, health issues, how do they handle that? What can you do for your body? Do they have a good mindset? Do they have a good mental outlook? How can they do there? And then definitely spirituality aspect for me as well. But take your time and consider. One's even, I guess a lot of times it is because when we have a traumatic event with like this, when we do lose a loved one, it, as I mentioned, I think to start us off with, at least for me, it gives me cause to stop and reflect. But we can also do that anytime. Even if we did it on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, cause and reflect and say, okay, how am I living life? And take the time to remember those that we care the most about, that we've lost, and realize how they lived their life. And remember, are you applying some of those techniques or characteristics that they originally had that you thought you liked into your life? I'm hoping all that kind of made sense. I know I rambled here a little bit, but I hope you at least get the point of it and understand to cherish those that you, and get me a little emotional here, and just making sure those that mean the most to you, give them a hug, let them know, send them a message, and let them know how much they mean to you, because none of us know when our last time will be here. So a little bit of a somber start to this holiday week in the United States, but I think it's important to do, especially if we get the holiday season for those that are going to be without for whatever reason, so either they're not here or travel time frame, but to make sure we let those we care about the most know that. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that one there, and you can let me know your thoughts on that. Do you have, what lessons have you learned from those that have passed on and you incorporate into your life? So, and if you want any training on getting yourself better, I got a link to my Facebook group in the comments where there's free training there. But I'll go and stop right there. So enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you next time, and balance into. Bye-bye.